Hello World, J Bob, the video game slob, coming back at you with another flea market video. Huge flea market you're about to see here. And so we get there about a half hour early. The lines are already long, and you'll see that there's an area. It got so full at 4:30 in the morning that they had to have vendors set up outside. And so what you're about to see is kind of the outside area and some of the stuff that I saw out there. So I actually didn't buy anything in that outside area, and as you can see, with their $3 Atari cartridges, there really wasn't anything out there. I didn't get on film, but somebody had a loose, untested, disgusting condition, original gray Game Boy, and he wanted $20 for that, you know, untested, no batteries, anything like that. And so went ahead and passed on that, but the upcoming clip shows you just how much damage we did in the 40 minutes that followed. So YouTube, here we are 40 minutes after it's opened. Oh my gosh, filled 2 bags. It's heavy. I'm going back in. I'm out. If I haven't said it before, make sure you stay hydrated out there. You can see just how much stuff, how fast all this goes. There were 2 of us. We picked up, like I'm going to say in probably the title of the video here, like $1,700 worth of stuff, and we didn't even scratch the surface of video games and comic books and toys and other cool things like that were there. So check out the scope of this. Here's kind of the high-level view of one part of this sale.
Here, water, and like I said, we'll have everything.
As you can see, it just stretches on as far as the eye can see, and so here's a brief clip of us throwing another load in about an hour and 20 minutes into the sale of just how much of a haul we had. I was kind of hoping that came out better, but you could see a stack of PS2 games in this particular area, and so the deal was with that is these ended up being $4 a piece, and the guy was out of his mind, and it was kind of funny because another guy came up and said, well, if he's not going to buy them, I'm definitely going to buy them. And then he looked at the condition and said, oh no, I don't want them. And so it kind of worked out into my favor because the guy then sold me 2 games that I wanted, Fight Club for the PS2 and Jack X Racing for the PS2 for $2. So I got pretty much the only decent game and the game that I didn't have, you know, out of the pile. And so that's where we ended off that day. You can see the car was literally piled, you know, high into the back of it with all the stuff that we had picked up. And so, unfortunately, there's just so much to see and get through that I really wasn't able to pull everything out. Right now, I'm somewhere around, I spent $780 myself with another a $20 pickup that we didn't pick up there, but somewhere else. And I think out of that $780, I've recouped something like $300 to $400 of it already, and it's been about 5 days. So I need to get the pictures published. I got some of the stuff tested, but I still have probably 10 more machines to test out to make sure everything works and get the sales flowing. Hello world, J Bob the video game celeb coming back at you real quick. Here's stage 1. This is what was mine, including the Busch beer. Coming into the house, and so I gotta go ahead and dust all this stuff down. I'll get it into the basement and we can take a look at everything I bought. So I think I spent about $800. My buddy spent about $900, and yeah, already found out one of the $1 items I bought, which was a Guitar Hero guitar, didn't work. So negative $1 to start out this video. All right, we'll get moving and get back to you. Okay, here we are. So I apologize for the low light here, but I've sold some things and I wanted to get this video off. Ironically, there's so much stuff it makes it hard to show this time. But we had 4 vintage Frisbees, and these turned out to be pretty good because I sold the first one for $15. I picked up a box of Legos, took out the minifigures and some cool pieces, and I got those thrown in for free. I sold the Legos for $20, got to keep all the minifigures and the pieces, and sold the first Frisbee for $15. Down here you can see the Comp IV, and underneath that is the Astro Command I picked up. Both of those are in the box. I picked those up for $25. The Comp 4 looks like it's maybe $20 in the box, and probably about $35 for the Astro Command by Epoch, so that was a pretty good deal. Way at the bottom is a red Wii that came in box. Super complete with the games and manuals and everything. Those look like they're going for over $100 right now online, and it came with an extra nunchuck and an extra black controller. So I can't even get into all that stuff, but let's see if I can get a good view of this. The Pokemon Snap photo album and keychain was really cool. Picked this whole box up for $50. Has a working Wii in there and something like 70 some games. Primal might be the best PS2 game in that lot. So that's that. $20 PS2 that came with the junk game. A $5 console only 64. $25 complete 64. Another $20 PlayStation 2 with an extra silver controller. A $10 PS1. I got the Zapper thrown in for free on a deal. I got a Mario Party in the box under there for $5. I got the F-Zero X for $10. Under here we have NCAA 14, which came with a loose disc NCAA 13. And I actually paid $5 for Akari Warriors 2. That was kind of a punt. $2 for the DS Charger and $2 for the Game Boy Color. I paid $1 for the He-Man toy. There you can see the package full of minifigures. $15 for the Final Fantasy Legend in the box. I paid $2 for the Atari 800 game. And then $3 for that pair of Atari 400 games. I got the manuals for free with those lots. Spy Hunter and Need for Speed were $1 each. The Scooby-Doos were $7 for the pair. I picked up a $20 GameCube lot that includes Luigi's Mansion, Super Monkey Ball, and Harvest Moon. $10 for the 64 controller with an extra PS2 controller that came with it. Picked up that Tiger Guy for free. 6 games for $60. Kirby, Mario Party 9, Mario Kart 7, Smash. I paid $15 for a lot that included these two and then some of the games underneath it. Here's some of the bigger buys. 2 GameCubes for $20 each. 4 Dreamcasts. And again, there's all these like bags full of cords. These are heavy. That was $60. 3 Nintendos for $50. 7 Genesises for, was it $70? Yeah, 7 for $60, I think it was. 7 for $60. So, there you go. A bunch more controllers and things to sort through. I wish I could get deeper into like what all the games were, but we literally were just buying tons and tons and tons of stuff. So, all told, between what I spent and my buddy spent, $1,700 in games. This really should be a longer video. Maybe I'll do some follow-ups as I'm able to sort through it. But that's the quick overall after it's all kind of just been cleaned up and hit with some Windex. So there you go, YouTube. I got to get some of this stuff out in the mail because some of it's already sold.